Be nice if you grab your table.
No.
Mavion Thomas, please report to the front office. Mavion Thomas, please report to the front office.
Okay, grab your folders, Myra, take a seat. Where you sat yesterday? Well, I was there. You said over there, Monday. There, uh-huh. Well, let's go. When the bell rings, you should be seated with your folders, Myra.
Oh, bro, she caught that. It's right there.
Adrian, you can quickly sit down. Grab your stuff.
Let's go.
I'll find it. Can't find it. We need to go down Alright, number 3, let's go. Bell work is on the board as well as your language objective. You need to write down both and answer both. Sure. Yeah. Okay. We need to be in our seats. Claudia, please read the bell work to us.
What is transitional? What is a transitional phrase? Provide us with an example. Use the dictionary as a resource.
What is a transitional? What does transitional mean? What does a transitional phrase mean? Probably heard it when you talked about your writing. Use the dictionary as a reference if you do not know it off the top of your head. From there, you need to write down the language objective, which is on the bottom. Eileen, can you read us the language objective, please?
I will work
Collaboratively.
collaboratively to categorize transitional phrases into three groups. Identify transitional phrases and incorporate transitional phrases in my own writing.
Very good. Why take you 10 minutes? Spell work should be done in the next 3 minutes. Speak is absent. America. American here, here, but not here. Oh, I hear some whispering. That whispering doesn't mean that our hands are moving. We need to be writing. 2 more minutes for bell work. Transitional. It's the root word,
You're just missing.
the suffix. One more minute for bell work. And then we move on to writing the language objective in our notes. And now we should be past the bell work and on to writing the language objective right underneath the bell work. I will work collaboratively to categorize transitional phrases into 3 groups, identify transitional phrases, and incorporate transitional phrases in my own writing. Everyone will be doing that at this time, writing that down. We're going to take a few notes today and then do some different activities. Then we are going to work on our compare and contrast essay. 30 more seconds. And transitional is one of our words of the week, or technically today, and incorporate is back up there as well. Alright, I'm gonna move on. So today, let's first as tables, can you get together and talk about what you put in your bell work? Okay? Everyone should share what they put down as their bell work. I'll give you 2 minutes to share, starting now.
What it means is like the actual process of passing from place to place or service to another.
Starting now. So I think you start us off with
Transitional the active process of passing from one state, stage, place, or subject to another.
And 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead, each table, like we did yesterday, we need each table to pick one person to speak someone different than yesterday, and they have to say, they cannot say their own response, they have to say somebody else's response. Okay? I'll count to 10 for that person to stand up and have a response. 1, 2, 3. You gotta stand up by 10. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Alright, very good. You were up by 8, but I felt like you should still be. Alright, we'll start with John Pierre and then move our way around. Make sure you are loud and you can speak to the rest of the class.
Let us say transitional is an act or the process of passing from one state, place, or subject to another. He thinks the transitional phrase is handing, giving, or
Okay? Very good. Eileen?
Claudia said that a transitional phrase is like over the like finally next.
Okay, very good.
So it said that a transitional phrase is a phrase that you say before changing to a different subject. And transitional is an act or a process of passing from one stage, place, or subject to another.
Very good. Gary?
Thinking like a word that goes to another sentence, for example, then
transition to one thing from another. Now that would be, now when we talk about transitions in our writing, we talk about transitional phrases and words. Now I heard a couple people say finally, next, then. We're transitioning from one subject to the other. Also to another event to the other. So today we are going to take notes on transitional phrases to help you at your writing make a little more sense and very clear for the reader to understand. So on our notes underneath your bell, where you can write your notes or on a different piece of paper, title it transition. Everyone do that for me now, please. We'll title it transitional words and phrases. Can everyone do that for me now? Transitional words and phrases. And then we have three things that I would like you to know. The meaning of transitional words and phrases, the purpose, and then the location. Yes? Yes. Yes. Carlos, can you read to us what it says under meaning?
Transition from words or phrases that are like a bridge between ideas.
Very good. Raphael, can you read to us what the purpose says?
Purpose, they keep the reader from getting lost or confused.
And Saul, can you read to us what location says?
Transition to the most often beginning of the sentence, all that they can occur within the sentence itself.
Good. All right. So our meaning, they bridge two ideas. It's like a bridge between two ideas. Next, the purpose, they keep the reader from getting lost or confused. And the location, they're normally found at the beginning of the sentence, but sometimes they are found in the middle of the sentence. Now, there is a transition in this sentence right here. Who can raise their hand and tell me what it is? Kimberly? However, very good. However is a transitional word. However is not found at the beginning like normal, it's found in the middle or somewhere inside of the sentence. So if you could write these 3 points down, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm going to put a piece of paper and a marker on your table. Please just leave it be. Sorry. There is a sticky part on the top, so you might want to instead have it kind of Alright, a show of fingers, 1 or 2, how many more minutes you need? Okay, 1 more minute. Two shoes are freaking. All right, one more slide. Now, it looks a little intimidating, but I'm not going to have you write down all of it. How can we use transitional words and phrases in our writing? The part I'm going to have you write are just the main points. So the first one, incorporate commonly used words. Help lead the reader into the next event. Alert the reader that additional information is coming to support what was already stated, and introduce a contrasting or similar idea. So I want you to just write the title and the main points. Okay, can everyone do that for me right now? Now some examples of these are what you've seen before. So, by this time, you don't have to write the examples just yet. Suddenly, immediately, next, then, however, on the other hand, similarly, and at the same time. So this is, and you're going to need to know, this is how can we, the how. And you'll be asked this question at the end of the lesson as well. So I know you are done. Can you get this paper out when you are done? The paper that we gave out yesterday, the examples of compare and contrast essays. Uh-huh. We'll recheck it out on Monday. I'll let you go down there. So you just need to write down the main points. Incorporating commonly used words, help lead the reader into the next event, alert the reader that additional information is coming to support what was already stated, and introduce a contrasting or similar idea. This is the how. Okay? When you have done that, can you get the example of the two compare and contrast essays for me? So I know where we're all ready. About 2 more minutes for this left. And everyone can turn to the compare American fast food to Turkish fast food side of the compare and contrast essay form. Who can point out some transitional phrases or words? I will, a hint. Usually transitional phrases and words have a comma after them. Who can raise their hand and tell me the transitional phrase or word? Yes, Gary.
Firstly,
Firstly, very good. So everyone circle that. It's the first word in the second paragraph. That is a transitional phrase. You can raise your hand and tell me where another one is. So Solly. What? Where you at? Because of this. That could be a transitional phrase. I love that. Okay, everyone circle that. The third sentence in the second paragraph. Yes? Secondly, the first word in the third paragraph. Very good. There are at least 4 more. Liana? Moreover. It's in the middle of the second paragraph. Very good. Everyone can circle that. And then another one. Evelyn? In addition. Very good. It is in the third paragraph. Another one. Stacy? Therefore, there it is at the bottom of the third paragraph. Therefore. Raphael? In summary. Very good. And then there's one more in the third paragraph. Third, Quindarius?
secondly,
We already said secondly, but you are right. In this third paragraph, there's another one in there. Somebody that hasn't given me one yet. Mystique. To begin with, very good. So how many are there total in this essay? 7 or 8? So they transition us into new information or supportive information. They're very important to include in our essay. Sometimes you all are doing it without even knowing you're doing it. You'll say it, you'll speak transitional phrases without even knowing. Now we have a name for them. A transitional phrase. So the next activity we're going to do, I gave you a white piece of paper and a marker. What I'm going to do now is give you a stack of cards. Each table will have a stack. I brought the I need to go back to this table. I'll need to go back to this table. Or not this table. Okay, I'm giving you a stack of cards. What I'm going to need is Jocelyn to move over here, please. Alright, this stack of cards, you're going to look at the index cards. And you are going to categorize them into 3 columns. My 3 columns are on this board. Compare, contrast, summarize. Okay? You, as a group, have to do this. Or similarities, differences, summarizing. However you would like to look at them. Because, just a reminder, similarities and compare are synonyms or antonyms. Similarities and compare. What? A synonym, that's right. And then contrast and differences are synonyms still, right? Okay, very good. All right. We have our cards. So let's take likewise. What column do you think that's going to go under? Likewise. Compare, very good. So I would write it down under here. So 1 person, 2 people in your group will be separating these cards into 3 groups. 1 person will be writing them on the board. So I would write likewise right here. If you have more than 3 people, you're going to need more people to help separate cards. Okay? I'm going to give you 5 or so minutes to separate the cards and make a poster. Pick someone with the best handwriting at your table to do the poster. Go. Three cards, so you three will do the cards. Let's all see which one's the third, so you can write it down. Okay, so you will have to get some, so we can separate them out. Okay, and then as you separate them, write them. Okay, you gotta sit down. Okay. However you would like. Just remember the stickiness right here. Oh, so you might want to do it right here. Sorry. I didn't think about that. I'd rather you do it hard. So they can go ahead and give you the card so then you can know the word. Compare, contrast, and summarize 3 categories. In essence would be a good summary, right? This talks about the what? Contrast talks about the what? What's it talk about? And this talks about all of it, right? Alright, so like I do this back. Compare talks about what? Similarities, contrast, summary. The whole thing, that's right. Very good. I know, I'm sorry. Alright, 5 minutes. I gave you a little extra time to set up. Now 5 minutes to get things organized. Alright. You got it? You're taking too long to set up. Mine aren't straight. Quickly. Yeah, mine's not straight. That's what we work. Conversely, and again, what do you think? Again, this relates to this because conversely, well, do you have a dictionary table? Oh, you do have a dictionary table, right? There you go. I think it's lovely. You all need to start, right? These two of you just are separating them out. They say 2 things at once. They separated them out. You should be Alright, now let's start writing them out. Very good start. Alright, we need to start. We need to start giving things to Eileen so she can start writing things down. I'm not gonna tell you that. In addition to. Oh, sorry. Just because it has I-N in front of it does not mean it is compare or summarize. You have to look at the entire phrase. summarize. Where is that product? You think about it, air talks about the whole thing. There you go, very good. Look at it like that. Alright, we have to think. Right? 3 minutes. Again, I think this is because.
Yeah, I don't know what conversion means. In the dictionary it says to talk to another person.
Moreover. Sorry, my R's look like E's. I knew that was gonna happen with somebody.
That's
B.
what happens to me too. My B's look like R's and my R's look like B.
Alright. Yes, but together with, in the long run. Oh, okay.
It's
Couple,
okay.
couple something, yeah.
These are the summaries?
As well as. Also, what do you get? Okay, now we gotta write.
Man, I got questions.
2 minutes. In addition to this fact, I use the addition here. What is it talking about? This is talking about. Oh my God. It's not it. Writers need to write fast if we have about 1 minute. Yeah. What? Rather. This is right, but I'd rather do this. In the long run. Again. I want to do the same thing again, or again, this is the right thing to do. Add what here. Yes, identically. It's identical, which means the same thing, so if it's the same, it is.
Yo, ya me las pensé.
By the same, whatever it's same, there you go.
In essence, here on the also.
Well, I don't know.
In any case,
Yeah.
in any case,
Yeah. Not yet.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
okay? So you gotta go use moreover and then okay? And Miss Steve, you can help too at Barrett Blossom.
Next word.
Alright, I'm giving you a little extra time, but
Get anybody. See, rather get that.
Why don't I put those there?
well, Miss Steve, if you don't agree with it, you can always talk to them, right? Okay.
You wanna do this part? She does these already? She did all these already? 1, 2, 3, 4. Go, finish.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright, what I need, if you didn't get to write all the words down, what I want you to do is just put them in the column, put the card in the column that you think it goes with it. I need everyone to have a seat and we're gonna do a check for what is right and wrong. So you can just go ahead and put the cards in the column. If you got everything written down, just try and mix the cards up already. Okay? I'm gonna count to 10 and you have the cards spread out in those columns that you haven't written. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. I'm going to read what goes in the comparison, the contrast, and summarize. You are going to check it if you got it right. You're going to cross it out if you got it wrong. Do not write on the note cards though. Just put it to the side if you got it wrong, or put it in the right column. Do best too. Okay. So for similarities, the compare column. Also, again, as well as, besides, coupled with, furthermore, in addition, likewise, moreover, similarly, comparatively, correspondingly, identically, moreover, together with, and by same token. Those go in the compare and contrast, or the compare column, excuse me. The compare column. Does anyone have any questions about those? Or anyone think something else should belong in there? Yes, Steve? As well as. So as well as. Who can tell me why as well as would be a comparing transitional phrase? Or Liana?
Oh, because they're saying also, like, this one also.
Okay, so this is kind of a synonym for also. Evelyn, why did you all put as well as? support what you're comparing. Okay? Contrast column. Contrast. Conversely, instead, on one hand, on the other hand, on the contrary, rather, yet, but, however, nevertheless, and in contrast. Alright, I'll repeat them again. Contrast, conversely, instead, on one hand, on the other hand, on the contrary, rather, yet, but, however, nevertheless, in contrast. Okay? Does anyone have anything they would like to add or talk about? Besides is a compare. Okay? Any questions or anything we want to add?
Daquan McGee, please report to the front office. Daquan McGee, please report to the front office.
All right. Summarizing. Summarizing one's a little longer. We have after all in all things considered, briefly.
Mavion Thomas, please report to the front office. Mavion Thomas, please report to the front office.
I'm sorry, I only can put a few. In any case, in conclusion, in short, in summary, in the long run, to sum up, to summarize, finally, in essence, in other words, in short. Okay? It is okay if we didn't get, this is one of the first times this year that we've really seen compare and contrast transitional phrases. So it's okay if we didn't get them all correct the first time. 3, 2, 1. It's okay if we didn't get them all correct. What we need to learn though is learn from them so we know what we can use in our own writing. Okay? What I'd like you to do at this time is mix up the cards, put them back in a stack, and I'll collect them. And I will take your papers. We're not doing the same. All right, so 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm at 1. The next activity I'm going to hand you, I would like you to do it with a partner or by yourself. I'm at 1. On this paper, you are going to do what we did in the original essay that we compared, or that we looked at for transitional phrases. I believe you pass it around each person. What you're going to do, you're going to read the following sentence carefully and then each example has one transitional word or phrase. You will circle it in 1 through 5. In activity B, part 2, you will write one or more sentences using and circling at least one transition word that either compares and contrasts. At this time, can you do that while I get the stuff from your table? Like I said, a partner or by yourself. You have 5 minutes. If you are working with a partner, please work quietly so some people who are working by themselves can work on this. 5 minutes, like I said. And you need, it says write 2 or more sentences that use transitional phrases. Yes, my dear. Transitional phrase. If it's more than one word, it can be a phrase. If it's a word, it's just one word. Two more minutes. At least one sentence that has a comma, however. It's a very good use of transitional word. what is the transitional phrase? Somebody raise their hand. Jared. However, very good. Number 2, mother told us to hurry onto the bus, otherwise we all would have been caught in the rain. Evelyn. Otherwise, very good. 3, I make my sandwich in the same way that Shauna does. We both use food that is peanut free because of our food allergies. Jean-Pierre. Very good. 4, I asked about the homework, but neither Todd nor Antonio knew what had been assigned. Santosh? But neither. Even though it was very cold, Mary Beth did not wear a jacket. Raise your hand and tell me what it is. Somebody that hasn't spoken yet. Adrian, what is it? Even though, very good. And then I just need 2 people to tell me, write 1 or more sentences. Someone tell me their sentence, say it out loud, and then everybody else will guess what your transitional word is. So Darius, what is your sentence?
I like to do my homework, however, I have to.
Okay, I didn't want to do my homework, however I have to do it. What's the transitional phrase? Or word? However, very good. Who can give me another sentence? Liana.
I'm glad my sister was born, otherwise I would be the only child.
Okay, what's the transitional word? Otherwise. Very good. You all are liking it. What I'd like to see right now is we're going to stop this mini lesson and go on to incorporating transitional phrases in our writing. So I need you to do the focus question that's on the top. We're going to do it in the middle of the lesson instead of the end. Everyone, do the focus question. You can do it in your note, after your notes, but also you see at the very top. We've done this before. Circle, triangle, and square. Underneath your focus question, I need you to circle something that is still going in around in your head. Triangle, something pointed that stood out in your mind. Square, something that you agree with or completely understand. Okay? So I have the focus question and then circle, square, triangle. Do that for me right now. And Claudia, can you pick up the slips of paper? Everyone needs their name on these papers. Can you do that for me?